Here we are, fight
Again?
week. Again?
Yes, sir.
Different type of fight week.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the mentality going forward with this one? Is it a case of just a fight, we go again? Or was there ever a thought of, we're not doing this?
Yeah, because of the dangers of a late replacement. But then it's like, that's just the mind thinking that, and then it's like, stay professional, stay focused, do your film study, and don't take the guy lightly. And that was it. And also, I had to consider the fact that the undercard fighters have spent a lot of money in training camp. Also, the staff at DAZN, like we had done some great content for the build-up for the Dillian Whyte fight. And I just thought it was important for the show to still go ahead. Because if I didn't fight now, maybe I would want to fight in the next 4 weeks. But still, what's the difference? You know, what's the difference? Let's just get it. Let's just roll the dice.
When you get that phone call, whatever time it was, is it disappointment, anger? What's the first thing that goes through your mind?
If I'm honest, in today's society, in today's modern era boxing, a little bit of me can say it's expected. It's just, these things happen now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. I just thought, part of the game, who's next? I didn't really get upset. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, someone's been caught on drugs. It's like, oh, someone else. What's next? Do you know what I mean? It's just normal in boxing these days.
How do you go about getting an opponent? I look at your team.
Yeah, my
Obviously
team.
there's 258. Derek
Yeah.
James is now part of the team. Maybe Eddie as well. How does it work?
So Derek has an input.
Yeah.
The DAZN have a massive input as well because they need to broadcast this show. They need to kind of make it worthy of their plan as well and their mission to kind of keep subscribers happy as well. You know, if it was up to me, I'd fight someone from off the street and get an easy win. But they're like, no, you need someone credible. So they went around. Also, the funds on the table have changed due to the fact it's not pay-per-view anymore. So they needed someone realistic to step in. And Helenius was realistic. He had just fought as well. And as he said at the press conference table, if he wasn't fit and didn't think he could win, he wouldn't be here. He accepted the offer and we're here now.
What was unrealistic? As soon as Dillian Whyte got removed or the fight got cancelled, whatever way you want to put it, everyone's put their names in the hat. Ruiz, Bacoli, there's some talk about Hergovich. What was unrealistic?
No, they're all realistic. The funds though as well. Like, I think there's a perception and there's a reality.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's risk versus reward. I think people feel like I've slipped a bit. So now, yeah, let's jump up and fight him. But then also, he also can generate funds. So let's also demand what we want because we're the ones that are going to save the show. So yeah, they wanted to fight, but the funds weren't available to get them in the ring.
Yeah. Could there have been a fighter where the card still stays as a pay-per-view?
That's
I
interesting,
understand
yeah.
with Helenius it comes down because he's not.
The thing is with the pay-per-view situation, with it not being Dillian, is that, in my opinion, anyone else that is pay-per-view worthy, why not do a camp and a build-up around that fighter to maximise it? It makes
Agreed.
business, sense rather than reeling them in 5 days and it doing half of the numbers that we could do. So anyone that was pay-per-view worthy, I'll still fight them because it does great numbers for me, for DAZN, for all of us. But let's just do it in an environment where we have a camp and we can do all the behind the scenes, we can do the face-off. Because as we sat down, honestly, the content we done for that.
I'm upset about that interview potentially not
We done
coming
a
out.
great interview, we done great content, we spent some good time together, so on and so forth. I was really looking forward to watching it myself. I had my popcorn ready. Honestly, it was like this week, right? It would have all been aired,
100%.
So unfortunately, it's one for the archives.
It is. For now, who knows? It might drop again
Yeah,
soon. Who
yeah,
knows,
yeah.
right? Helenius, let's talk about him. I just spoke to him downstairs, very confident, speaks well, massive man. Massive man. And I asked him about the Wilder fight, and he said he doesn't think of that. He thinks of the 2 performances against Kaunaki before that as his best performance, that the Wilder thing just happens. You walk into a right hand, it happens.
Yeah.
When you think of Helenius, what do you think of?
They're very talented, very talented, one of the veterans of the sport, in my opinion. Like, if you look at the old school, he's one of the OGs of the game, experienced, has his war wounds, knows how to deal with setbacks and come back. And like, I look at it and I say, people always tell me, if I lose, I should retire. But, I've never been like on the floor, touch wood, wherever the wood is, counted out.
It's wood?
I've never been counted out completely for the 10 count. He has, but he's managed to showcase with resilience, with belief. Look at the position he's in now, where he's fighting again in a great headline a show, probably one of the best undercards we've seen in a long time that isn't pay-per-view. He's got the right mindset, so credit to him.
Yeah. The last time, obviously, you know the story about you taking a late replacement.
Yes.
It didn't go too well.
Yes.
And I know you're very meticulous with everything. So it made me feel like, because of that, as soon as I heard Dillian Whyte's out, I said, AJ's not going to fight.
Yeah.
Because I know you're very meticulous.
That was part of my process.
Yeah.
That was part of the process, because you have to learn from previous situations. But then I thought, I've had this situation when I was supposed to fight Pulev, and then I fought Takam instead as a late replacement. And as I said, there was an obligation and responsibility to make sure this show still goes ahead. So it's a mindset now. It's not just like the reality. It's like, all right, in my mind, I just visioned and I said, forget it. Don't matter who it is, I'm going in to win. Don't matter. And that was the mindset. So let's go. We're here. And I'm looking forward to hearing people's view of like this card, because I always say it's not just about me. I think it's a great card.
Good one. I always look at the comment section. Sometimes I kind of look at it with one eye. Like, what are they going to say?
As a fan, I think it's a great undercard. Great card all the way through. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great night of boxing.
I think, and look, speaking to a lot of boxing people, I think a lot of people expected this fight to be pulled.
And
cancelled. So the fact we are having a show on Saturday is down to you.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
No, it's down to you though. It really is. You didn't have to do this.
I didn't, no. Yeah. But then I think, as I said, it's like, what's the point in not? This is like, these are the best years of my life. Fighting and competing. Look, trust me, it's so tough. Anyone that's trying to become champion or unified or undisputed, it's so tough. But on the flip side of it, these are the best days of my life. So why would I not go and have a fight on Saturday and give it my best and roll the dice? So that's what I just thought. Let's just, as I said, it doesn't matter about late replacement. Let's just roll the dice and get on with it. Because it's interesting quickly. Sunday comes around, Monday comes around, and it's just like everyone moves on. You know, I've been waiting for this moment for the last 3 months, so we're here now. Nearly.
We're nearly there. We're nearly there. A couple of days away. What was fight camp like with Derek James this time around? This is your second fight camp with him, right? A full fight camp. How difficult was it, or how easy was it, or challenging was it?
It's challenging. It's challenging. But he gets me in condition to fight. I think that's one of his main like priorities in fight camp for me was like, listen, I've got to get this boy in shape to fight. With these heavyweights, they're big, they're strong, and like training in that heat, training in Vegas, like being here now, still sparring and all that stuff. I'm like, damn, like this ain't easy. But I trust his process, and I trust him as a person, not just as a coach, but as a person. I listen to what he says, his values, his morals, and that aligns with who he is as a coach. So I put all my trust into him.
It isn't obviously just Derek James as a team there.
Yes.
As the Spence Crawford fight was coming forward, I was always in my back of my head thinking, how much time is AJ getting one-on-one time with Derek? Because again, the focus for Derek at the time would have been Errol Spence leading up to Crawford. Did you get the significant amount of time that you know you need?
Yeah, because as annoying as it is for Derek, I'm like, all right, let's work on this. So he does the whole session with me, but then I go back and dissect that session and realise that, for example, oh, my uppercut needs to be worked on. So after the whole session, I'm like, Derek, can we do some rounds on the uppercut? Yeah, man, no problem. And that could be 4 or 5 rounds, and we're talking about 4 or 5 minute rounds.
Just on that?
Yeah, I'm not someone that does like 3 minute round, 1 minute rest. I'm like, let's do a 5 minute round on the uppercut. And he's just got the time for me. The thing is, it's only me and him. Ryan's kind of doing pre-camp. Frank had just boxed. So just me and Errol really are in training camp. So Derek just scheduled it in a way where it worked for me and him. And when you got 2 fighters in the gym that are preparing for fights, I'm grinding. I'm not coming in tired, you know, I'm in Vegas living it up, I'm just training for the fun of it. No, like I think I'm in that right mind frame that if Errol sees me, he should feed off of that. And I was feeding off of his energy. If I didn't see him much, but if I did see him, it would be like, have a good training session, like work hard, and that was it.
Yeah, I spoke to Derek in Vegas. I was looking for you actually, I couldn't find you. I spoke to Derek in Vegas, and I said, where is AJ? And he said he's gone back. I think he maybe went back the day before I arrived. And he said he's not met a fighter. So I was like, why didn't he stay for this big fight? Errol Spence, he said he's not met a fighter. And he's been with, you know, he's been with Jamel, he's been with Errol, Frank Martin, as you say, is in the camp, who's as meticulous and everything is as regimented as you before. And that was a compliment.
Do you know, let's go, do you know what upsets me about that compliment? Not that what Derek said, but when I've worked with previous trainers, they said things that I'm not a serious athlete, I don't work hard. And then even with the situation, I don't want to keep on bringing it up with Cole, it was like, he would speak as if, Rob would tell him that I didn't like to do my runs and I wasn't hard working, and then Frotch would be like, well, I know things that were going on behind the scene and stuff like that. And I'm like, what? How come Rob's saying that about me when Rob knows me? Like, I work hard. And that's why with Derek, like, I'm like, how could there be one person saying one thing and it just doesn't make sense.
And Derek said, ever trained.
Yeah.
So he literally put you ahead of every single person he's trained in terms of how regimented you are.
I'm not in the gym with every athlete, so I don't know how hard they work. But I will say that becoming champion or unified champion is not an easy feat, you know. Yeah, like when we look at the history in Great Britain, only 7 others have become heavyweight champion, not unified champion. Who do we have? Henry, back in one day, I think.
Yeah. Oh, you remember Henry?
We were speaking about earlier, Herbie Hyde.
Yeah.
Like it's a short list. It's so difficult. So you have to work hard. So yeah, it's nice that he sees that. But I do feel, you know, I really want to get through Saturday because I feel my camp starts straight away. My next camp for my next fight, because I need to get my pre-camp right. And that's that mindset, like work hard, because this game is difficult. If you want to get to the top of this game,
4 or 5 weeks off?
I take the pressure off. I still stay disciplined in the training, but what I do is I remove the pressure. Yeah, I remove that pressure from my mind.
Final couple of points. How far away would you say you are, and I feel like I know what your answer's going to be here, please try, from being the complete fighter you want to be? From what
I'm here now. I'm here. It's all in the mind. Like, I know how to fight. I done my camp with Derek. The first camp was me understanding what he wanted, and there were certain things that he would tell me that he didn't agree with, and even me as a fighter, I'd be like, that don't really work for me. But this camp, we spent quality time together, and he's been able to show me where things work, and I'm like, all right, I see. And I've also showed him things that work, and he's like, all right. Or he doesn't even say anything, which is nice, where before he would tell me, but now he just lets me do it because he's seen it's working. So I'm back. We're here now. Let's roll.
Yeah, final one. Do you look forward to it? Like, you know, when you've ticked every box, the food's been good, the runs have been good, the sparring's been good. Do you go into Saturday looking forward to fighting?
Yeah. Because, you know what it is? There's a lot of pressure. Do not get me wrong. Like, you have a lot of pressure in your life, but I can't relate to it because I'm not in your industry. But there's pressure in my industry that only I can relate to. But I just think Saturday will come and Saturday will go. So let me do my best, and I'm looking forward to it.
So am I. Well done.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.